Hi students, present running topic is force on a moving charge in magnetic field. Okay, now see here work done by a magnetic force on a charged particle is zero. Why it is zero? You know, force is always perpendicular to the motion of the charged particle in magnetic field. Okay. Now, you know force equation F bar is equal to Q into V bar cross B bar. Now, this force is always perpendicular to motion of the charged particle. Okay. Motion of the charged particle. That means work done is equal to F bar dot ds bar. Okay, integrating of F into ds cos 90 degrees, because of force is always perpendicular to the motion of the charged particle in magnetic field. Cos 90 0. What about work done here? Work done is 0. Work done is 0. Work done by a magnetic force on a charged particle is 0. Work done is 0 here. From work energy theorem. Okay. From work energy theorem, change in its kinetic energy is equal to work done. It is equal to 0. Okay. Change in its kinetic energy equal to work done is equal to 0. Change in its kinetic energy 0 in the sense no change in kinetic energy. Okay. Change in kinetic energy is 0 means no change in kinetic energy. That means kinetic energy is constant. Kinetic energy is constant. Okay. So kinetic energy constant means speed is constant. Speed of the particle is constant. That means magnetic field changes only, maybe changes only direction. It does not changes the magnitude. It does not changes the magnitude. Understood? Okay. It changes only direction. Okay. Once again, work done by a magnetic force on a charged particle is 0. Why it is 0? Motion of the charged particle and force both are perpendicular to each other. Okay. So based on that one, work done 0. From work energy theorem, change in its kinetic energy is equal to work done, it is equal to 0. Change in its kinetic energy 0 in the sense no change in its kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is constant. Okay. Kinetic energy constant means speed is constant. Magnetic field, okay, does not changes the magnitude. Maybe it try to changes the direction. Okay. Now here case, important cases. When the charged particle is moving perpendicular to the field. Okay. When the charged particle is moving perpendicular to the field. That means initially velocity vector perpendicular to the magnetic field. Okay. First of all, consider uniform magnetic field. Okay. Uniform magnetic field. Here cross reference field is inwards. Okay. Field is inwards. Now here field intensity is B. Field intensity is B. Okay. Now charged particle plus Q enter into the uniform magnetic field with velocity V bar. With velocity V bar. Okay. See, by using Fleming left hand rule, Okay, see here, forefinger represents the field. Okay, central finger represents the velocity or current direction. Thumb represents the force. That means it is entering along this direction. So due to force, it is deviated its direction. It deviates its direction. Okay, so it deviates its direction. Finally, this particle moves in circular path. Finally, this particle, charged particle, moves in circular path. Okay, see, by using Fleming left hand rule, field direction inwards. Okay, charged particle direction, central finger. Thumb represents the force. Okay, that means here charged particle is entered plus Q, V bar. Now here it is the velocity direction. Okay, what about force direction here? Force direction towards the center, F bar. Okay, because of by using of Fleming left hand rule, field direction, this charged particle velocity direction, thumb represents the force. Now here is the velocity direction towards center, force. Now velocity direction towards center, force. This one is the velocity direction. It is the force direction. Understood? If the charged particle enter into a uniform magnetic field perpendicularly, the path of the charged particle is circular path. The path of the charged particle is circular path. Okay. In this case, maximum force applied on the charged particle. Okay. Maximum force applied on the charged particle, BQV, sine 90 degrees. So force is equal to here BQV. This force is always perpendicular to the magnetic field, at the same time velocity. Okay, velocity direction. Okay, see, in this case only velocity direction changes, its magnitude is constant. That means speed of the particle is constant. In this case, speed of the particle is constant. Understood? Okay. Once again, so if the charged particle enter into a uniform magnetic field perpendicularly, the path of the charged particle is circular path. Here direction changes, but velocity magnitude, that means speed, is always constant because of kinetic energy is constant. Understood? Okay. Here this magnetic force will be act as a centripetal force. This magnetic force will be act as a centripetal force. Okay, this magnetic force will be act as a centripetal force. Let us consider R is the radius of this circle. Okay, let us consider R is the radius of the circle, the circular path. Understood? Let us consider R is the radius of the circular path. Okay. Now, mv square by R is equal to, you write as BQV. You know. Okay. BQV will be act as a centripetal force. It is balanced with the centrifugal force, that is mv square by R. Here V cancel. R is equal to mv by BQ. R is equal to here mv by BQ. Okay. Now, You know, momentum is equal to mv. You know, kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. It is also write as p square by 2m. P is equal to square root of 2m into kinetic energy. P is equal to square root of 2m into kinetic energy. So R is equal to mv by bq is write as p by bq in terms of kinetic energy 2m kinetic energy by bq. 2m kinetic energy by bq. Okay. Now here radius of the circle directly proportional to speed. Okay, directly proportional to momentum, directly proportional to square root of kinetic energy. Okay, if in case speed is increases, radius of the circle is increases, momentum is increases, radius of the circle is increases, and kinetic energy is increased, radius of the circle is also increased. Okay, it is rotate in a circular path means it having time period, it having time period. Okay, so it having time period of revolution, period of revolution, period of revolution. You know, mv square by r is right as v is equal to r omega. Okay, m v, it will write as v by r. You know, v is equal to r omega, omega is equal to v by r. Okay, simply to write as mv omega. Okay, so mv omega is balanced with bqv. mv omega is balanced with bqv. V cancel, m omega in the sense, you know, 2 pi by t is equal to bq. Omega is right as 2 pi by t or 2 pi f, angular frequency or angular velocity. M into 2 pi by t is equal to bq. T is equal to 2 pi m by bq. Time period is equal to 2 pi m by bq. See here, this time period is independent on radius of the circle, at the same time speed of the particle. Okay, speed of the particle. Okay, it is independent on radius of the circle and the speed of the particle. So 2 pi m by bq. What about frequency? Frequency f is equal to reciprocal of the time period. F is equal to, you write as bq by 2 pi m. Are understood? Frequency f is equal to bq by 2 pi m. Understood? It is the time period. This one is frequency. Okay, so here main important points: if the charged particle enter into a uniform magnetic field perpendicularly, the path of the charged particle is circular path. First point. Second point, radius of that circular path r is equal to mv by bq. mv by bq, and time period of that revolution is equal to 2 pi m by bq. Frequency is equal to bq by 2 pi m. Okay, see next case, the charged particle is moving at an angle to the field. Okay, so certain angle theta other than 0 degrees or 90 degrees or 180 degrees. Okay, now here it is taken as a x-axis, y-axis, Z axis. Okay, along the Z direction, along the Z direction, magnetic field, along the Z direction, magnetic field. Okay, now here this velocity vector, that means particle is enter into the magnetic field with certain angle. That angle is theta. That means this velocity vector makes an angle theta with magnetic field. Okay. Now it is resolved into two rectangular components. One is parallel component. Okay. Parallel component simply V cos theta. V cos theta is along the direction of magnetic field. Okay. Next component is perpendicular component, that is V sin theta. It is perpendicular to the Z axis. It is perpendicular to the Z axis. Okay. Now it is the force direction because of magnetic field B bar, particle entered, okay, in YZ plane. That means force direction along the x-axis. Force direction along the x-axis because of force is always perpendicular to the, in this case, okay, force is always perpendicular to the plane containing velocity and magnetic field. Okay, by using of this equation, F bar is equal to Q into V bar cross B bar. F bar is equal to Q into V bar cross B bar. Understood? Okay. Now, velocity resolved into two rectangular components. One is V cos theta, another one is V sin theta. Okay. Velocity vector resolved into V cos theta. It is parallel component. Okay. So V cos theta parallel component means this component is not influenced with magnetic field. Okay. This component is not influenced with magnetic field. That means due to V cos theta, particle moves along the B bar direction. Particle moves along the B bar direction. Understood? Due to this parallel component, B bar is not influence that component. Okay, B bar is not influenced. Okay, due to that one, it moves along the field direction. Okay, due to V cos theta, particle moves along the B bar direction. Next component, V sin theta. It is perpendicular component. So this component is influenced with B bar. This component is influenced with B bar. Simply force acting on that one, that force F is equal to, BQ perpendicular component, BQV sin theta. BQV sin theta. Okay. So you know already, okay, previous case, if the charged particle enter into the magnetic field, that path is circular path. That path is circular path. Okay. Due to this component, which path is occurred? Circular path is occurred. Okay. Circular path is occurred means its radius R is equal to MV perpendicular component by BQ. Okay. MV sin theta by BQ. MV sin theta by BQ. Okay. This one. You know V perpendicular is also write as r omega. V perpendicular in the sense V sine theta. R means mv sine theta by bq. Omega means 2 pi by t. Okay. Here V sin theta cancel. T is taken this side. T is equal to 2 pi m by bq. In this case, time period is 2 pi m by bq. See, due to parallel component, particle moves along the b bar direction. Okay. Due to perpendicular component, particle moves in a circular path. That means this here particle motion combination of two concurrent motions. Okay, combination of two concurrent motions. Okay, here particle motion is combination of two concurrent motions. Okay, two concurrent motions, combination of two concurrent motions. Okay, so one is see due to V cos theta, it moves upward direction. Due to V sin theta, its motion is circular path. It is the combination of two concurrent motions. Okay. Finally, that means for our convenience, see, due to V sin theta, it circle. Due to V cos theta, it moves forward. Okay, that means it is the path of the charged particle. Okay, it is the path of the charged particle. Simply, its path is helix. Okay, simply its path is helix, helical path. Okay, its path is helical path. Okay, this one. Okay, it is the perpendicular component. Due to this perpendicular component, it is motion circle. Due to B bar, this one, due to V cos theta component, it moves in okay parallel to the B bar, parallel to the B bar. Now along the direction of magnetic field, okay, along the direction of magnetic field, so it's a traveling distance in one revolution of time period. Okay, in one revolution of time period, that is called as pitch. That is called as pitch. Understood? Okay. So here pitch is equal to it a traveling distance along the direction of magnetic field in one time period of revolution. Okay, so along this direction velocity is v cos theta, time period is t. Okay, so v cos theta time period is 2 pi m by bq. Okay, 2 pi m v cos theta by bq gives the pitch. What is pitch? Particle traveling distance along the magnetic field direction in one complete revolution of time period. Okay, simply that is called pitch. 2 pi mv cos theta by bq. Okay. See here definition. The linear distance traveled by the charged particle in the direction of the magnetic field during its period of revolution is called pitch of the helical path. Okay. Now here pitch is equal to 2 pi mv cos theta by bq. Okay. Understood? So next topic is Lorentz force.